cool. I mean, there's, like, obviously with my job, like, I'm always like, the university is always like making these efforts to like document like stories, no matter what. But I think like there's like an effort to document like oral histories of like people living through COVID.
Yeah,
and like that's exactly what this is. And it seems like kind of, you know, like honestly, like my life is like seems like pretty boring to me. But at some point, you know, it might be interesting, you know, like for like people doing research like years from now or whatever.
Your life is the opposite of boring.
I don't know.
You're a busy woman.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, no, I honestly like I find like working from home is so interesting because like I think, well, first of all, I think it's actually the opposite of that. Like working from home is sometimes very uninteresting, but like, because I think like even when we're working from the office, like if we were actually productive and like allowed ourselves, like I feel like talking to anyone that works in California, I feel like you guys probably like on average have like more flexible, like open space, like work situations than we do in North Carolina. But like, you know, even in like normal times, like I think like the flexibility of like be, you know, in theory, if I went to work and actually like pounded it out, like could probably get my job done like with not in less than 5 days a week.
Yeah.
But anyways, I feel like this definitely exacerbates that, but then you still are working for the time. So it's like, you know, I feel like I understand that there are like different arguments on the topic. But.
Yeah, totally. So
anyway,
how have you been doing in general?
I think like I ebb and flow. I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, how honest am I going to be on this
Be
chapter?
honest. This is like Oprah. It's me.
I know. But I think like I ebb and flow. So we actually like, it was either the worst time or the best time.
Yeah.
But Cody, my husband, and I, we actually closed on a house in like mid-March. Which I also realized, like talking to anyone in California, you're like, you did what?
Yeah.
But remember, different situations.
Yeah. Totally.
Would definitely not be buying a house if I lived in LA.
Right.
Definitely not. But I think like there was this period of time where, you know, I think like at least in like, you know, in our world here, like mid-March is when like things really started to like change.
Yeah.
And then on top of all of that change, like related to like the virus, obviously, we were moving. And so like there was this like other change, which was very exciting, obviously. But I think like it was just like double transitions. And so I think like I have to remind myself that like I have to be kind to myself because of all the transitions. But I definitely have days where I do absolutely nothing. And then I have, which I feel like is okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like COVID or no COVID, I kind of feel like Americans are just like obsessed with being productive and efficient, which is like kind of sickening.
Yeah.
Like even in the best of times. But then anyways, then I have days where like, you know, I'll work out and like I'll crush it at work and like, you know, I'll like unpack a couple boxes.
Right.
But like in normal life, I feel like I would have like unpacked my new house like 100 times by now. I still have boxes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think like I'm doing okay.
Was moving sort of a blessing because it gave you something to like channel your energy into instead of just like sitting back and being stressed out?
Yeah, I think so. And like, we did like a couple like pretty like big, we undertook a couple big like house projects.
Yeah.
So I actually like the week that like, so technically like many universities, like when like the outbreak, like I don't even know, I can't say started obviously because it's been like mulling about for many months. But like when a lot of universities recognized like, oh my God, like we cannot like resume classes as normal. It was actually like the university's spring break. And that's the week that spring break doesn't really impact my job at all because I don't work directly with students.
Right.
But we had actually taken that week off. Okay. And so I think like we took the week off because we were closing on the house and we like wanted to kind of like get started on a couple big projects. And so that was fun. Like we, like I've become like if none of this stuff works out, I think I could like move into like residential contracting or something. Because like we scraped all the popcorn ceilings off our ceiling, which was like insanely hard. And then you have to like sand them and paint them. And so that was like a huge project. Yeah. Like the whole house had like the 80s popcorn ceilings, and now they're all very smooth. Which was fun. It was like one of those things, like it's fun to realize that you could do it yourself.
Yeah, totally.
And then like since then, like just like kind of like nesting, which is always fun.
Yeah. I talked to Rachel Loebs the other day also, and she's obviously pregnant as well.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think we're about the same amount pregnant.
I think you actually are very close.
Yeah.
How has that affected sort of your panic level, stress level going through this?
I think like, so obviously like, I think everyone who's expecting probably has like some like baseline level of anxiety about it.
Yeah.
And I think like, I don't know if this is true, but like, I imagine like, if it wasn't COVID, I would be worried about something else.
Yeah.
But I think like part of it, like there are things that are a bummer, you know, like I had, you know, I mean, being from Hillsboro, I had like a couple baby showers on the calendar. Yeah. One was like my old ladies, whom I love, you know, like the community ladies. Yeah. And that one was obviously canceled. I meant to have another one in May with like friends, which probably, I mean, in all likelihood, we need to cancel that one too.
Yeah.
So I think like those things are like a bummer because, you know, it's like, you know, meant to be like an opportunity to, it's just a gathering opportunity, you know? It's not about anything other than just like seeing the people you love.
Of course.
So I think like that has been a little bit of a bummer. And I think it's like, I haven't really let myself like process it in that way because like you know, you don't want to feel like sorry for yourself or anything.
Yeah.
But then like bigger things like it I will be honest, like it's not like Cody was going to like every appointment and stuff with me, but you know, he's not technically allowed to come anymore.
Yeah.
So like I think things like that are, you know, I think it's okay to be like, that sucks, you know?
Yeah, totally.
But I think like, you know, I'm hopeful that, you know, we're due in like mid to late June.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hopeful that, you know, everything will work out.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that you just kind of have to like give it, you know, just give it, just throw it up there and you know, pray that it all works out.
Yeah. What do you think you've learned about yourself through this time?
Let's see. I think I've learned that I'm like a bit more extrinsically motivated than I would like to admit.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, I would imagine that many people, I think like I like the idea that I can like wake up every morning and like be motivated to do X, Y, or Z because like I want to do it for myself.
Yeah.